Hello and a very warm welcome to you. Now, if you're anything like me, you'll know there's something truly special about bedtime stories, especially when it's for your grandchildren. It's that quiet moment at the end of the day when everything slows down and a child's imagination begins to take over. Those are the moments they often remember for years. But what if I told you could create your very own personalised bedtime stories where your grandchild is actually the hero of the story? Imagine their face when they hear their own name going on in an adventure, meeting magical creatures, or learning something new. And here's the surprising part. You can do all of this with the help of something called artificial intelligence, or AI. Now, I know that might sound a little bit complicated at first, but please don't worry. Today I'm going to walk you through this in a very simple step-by-step way. Think of AI as a helpful assistant, one that does the writing for you while you add the love, the ideas, and the personal touch. And if you'd like, I'll also show you how those little stories can be turned into simple eBooks, which you could even sell online. But first things first, let's take this nice and slowly together. Now, before we begin, let me reassure you, this is much easier than it might sound. You don't need any special skills, and you certainly don't need to be good with technology. All you really need is a computer, tablet, or smartphone, and access to a free tool called ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT might sound like a complicated name, but it's really not. Think of it like having a very patient, very clever assistant sitting beside you. You can ask it questions, ask it to write things, or even ask it to tell you a story. And the best part? It replies almost instantly. If you can type a simple sentence like you would in a text message, you can use this. So please don't feel intimidated. You're going to be absolutely fine with this. Now, every good story starts with a simple idea, and this is where ChatGPT really shines. It can help you come up with ideas in seconds. So, for example, you could type, "Give me 10 bedtime story ideas for children." And just like that, you'll have a list of lovely, gentle story ideas. Now, here's where it becomes really special. You can make the story personal. For example, you could type, "Create a bedtime story idea about a little girl named Sophie who loves butterflies." Or perhaps, "A story about my grandson Jack who loves dinosaurs and adventures." Now, instead of a general story, you've got something that feels personal, something that belongs to your family. And don't worry about getting it perfect. You can try a few different ideas. Take your time and choose the one you like the best. Once you've chosen your idea, it's time to turn it into a story. And again, ChatGPT makes this very simple. You can type something like, "Write a short, gentle bedtime story for a child based on this idea." Now, within a few seconds, you'll have a complete story in front of you. And here's something important to remember. You are in control. If the story feels too long, you can say, "Please make it shorter." If it feels too simple, you can say, "Add a bit more detail." You could even say, "Make it more magical," or "and a happy ending with a gentle lesson." So you're not just accepting what it gives you, you're shaping it little by little until it feels just right. And that's where your creativity really comes in. And this is where things start to feel a little bit magical. We can add pictures to go over your story, because as you know, children absolutely love illustrations. You can use a simple tool like Canva, which is very beginner friendly. Inside Canva, you can create images by typing a short description. For example, a soft watercolour picture of a little boy riding a friendly dinosaur under the stars. And within moments, you've got a lovely image to match your story. You can try different styles. Soft and gentle watercolour, bright and colourful cartoon, or a calm bedtime story book. As you add these pictures, your story really begins to come alive. Now let's bring things all together. You can use Canva or even something simple like Google Slides. Create one page for each of your story. Add your picture, add your text, make the writing nice and clear. Take your time here, there's no rush. This is the enjoyable part, where you see your story become a real little book. And once you're finished, you simply click download and save it as a PDF. And just like that, you've created your very own ebook. Now this is the really lovely part. You can send this ebook to your family and they can read it to your grandchildren anytime they like. And I can almost guarantee they'll absolutely be delighted hearing their own name in the story. Now if you'd like to go a little further, you can also sell these kinds of personal stories online. There are many people, parents and grandparents, who are looking for something special like this. But I always say, start small. Create 1 or 2 stories, enjoy the process, and see how you feel. Even if you never sell a single one, the memories you create for your family are worth far more. So today I hope I've shown you that AI really isn't something to be worried about. It's simply a tool, one that helps you create something meaningful and something lasting. A simple bedtime story, told with love, can stay with a child for a lifetime. And now you have a way to create those moments again and again. If you enjoyed this video, do let me know in the comments. I genuinely love to hear what kind of stories you're thinking of creating. And if you find this helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Until next time, take care and happy storytelling. Goodbye.